Hey traders, checking in on the stock market today. So we're seeing continued rotation where we have some relative weakness in the tech sector names, but the financial sector and the energy sector are seeing significant strength. And if you rewind just 2-3 months ago, it was the complete opposite. So that money is flowing around, there's shifting environments. The electric vehicle space is on absolute fire. We're going to touch a bit on that in the end of the video, and we'll see where we stand with each sector.
Introducing the Chart Guy's Swing Report, a weekly digital publication that uses technical analysis to identify long-term market opportunities. Understand the market from a swing trade perspective. Follow institutional money as it rotates from sector to sector, and make the most of the Swing Report's weekly trade opportunities, with key entry and exit levels provided. Performance is tracked and updated weekly. For more information, visit us at chartguys.com. Now, let's check out some charts.
So starting it off with SPY, we started the day with an inside bar bull break, and we didn't see a whole lot of follow through on that bull break because the tech sector dumped pretty hard shortly after that. That being said, we can see that the S&P 500 did not dump, so that tells us that other sectors' strength is offsetting the tech sector's weakness. So the bulls are hoping that the daily high or low is 354.15, and a little bit more follow through over the high of today will convincingly set that daily high or low, and then the most important short-term resistance will shift to 362.78. And again, not a whole lot of action the past couple days. Reminder that there's no trading Thursday and a half a day Friday, so there's the possibility that things slow down from here even more over the next couple of days with the short holiday week. But bottom line is, burden of proof is on the bears, and they are not proving anything to us at this point. IWM, new all-time high. And again, that is because the weightings in IWM are more significant towards healthcare and financial sector, less significant towards the tech sector. And anything above 175.07, and I'd actually default to this lower level, 174.28 is our daily high or low. And blue sky breakout, 182, psychological resistance levels, RSI can get extended. Bulls in complete control of IWM at the moment. So QQQ, even with that weakness, still seeing a solid hourly bounce. It was notable due to the speed and volume on that drop. We started the morning strong, then an all-out dump, then very high bear volume, but again, a solid hourly bounce. We're going to be watching, can the bulls regain the hourly trend in their favor? And there is a decent amount of space where anything above 280.62 is a daily high or low. So I'm viewing this as all-time high, daily high or low, lower high, and now anything above 280.62 is a daily high or low. So there's no major red flags in the tech sector. It's just weaker than other sectors over the last 5 days or so. Healthcare, also still weaker. That has definitely been notable. Double top at the high of Friday. We broke it by 9 pennies with no follow through. We dropped to a lower low. So bears keeping control of the short term of the healthcare sector. And you're just seeing the financial sector bulls keep their control. And the energy sector, look at that day. That is the most significant bullish day in the energy sector from open to close that we've seen in months. We've seen bigger percentage days with gap ups, but that is just complete control throughout the trading day on XLE. And if we're looking at the monthly, question is, are we going to form a monthly equilibrium? We've got our low of the dump, high of the bounce, higher low is now set, and it is all about 46.88. Can we confirm a monthly trend change, or do we reject and see this monthly time frame continue to tighten? And that's the question that we're going to be looking to get answered over the next 2 months, essentially. But for right now, a lot of short-term control by those bulls. Biotech sector, all-time high is in play, 127.81. Most important short-term support, 123.48. And again, I look at 123.66 and I see a level that is just below it. So I default to that lower level by a couple pennies because that level matters just a wee bit more to me. So daily uptrend still strong there. Solar sector gaining its momentum back, increasing bull volume, 80.86. Next resistance after that, looking back 9 years, is in the 88s. So bulls trying to take out 80.86 tomorrow to keep this move going. Significant strength in the solar sector. The semiconductors are remaining strong. Daily high or low, 196.67. And actually, we did get an all-time high today in SMH. So overall, the market is still just fine. And we're still seeing rotation going on. And there are no red flags whatsoever. There's a couple little red flags in some individual names, maybe some individual sectors. But if we're talking the market as a whole, it is still very strong. And the burden of proof is on the bears. The VIX, trying to build a base of support down here, have to get over 2450 to prove anything in the short term. And just sideways on the daily for the last 6 days, essentially. Not a whole lot going on. The dollar. So the dollar broke 92.13 support bearish and then had a bullish reaction to economic data. I believe it was the PMI numbers. But what I want to know is, can we follow through with this knee-jerk reaction? Can we confirm a 4-hour trend change? If bulls do not break the high of this move of 92.80 from here, it means nothing. It's a short-term pump with zero follow-through. If we break 92.80, then it means a lot more to me, because then it's a daily support break with zero follow-through, and then it's a move back towards daily resistance, which could be a weekly higher low trying to form compared to 91.74. Again, a lot of follow-through needed, but always keeping an eye out for the dollar to try and shift this bigger picture momentum, which it has certainly struggled to do significantly over the last couple months. Gold with a bear break. I stopped out of my GLD position. So, we've had vaccine news 3 Mondays in a row. Today it was the PMI reaction that led to the dollar bounce and gold dumping more so than the vaccine news. But it is a break of the monthly support. And in the end, it cost me a day and a half loser, getting stopped out of that swing trade, which is just giving back a portion of profit in 2020 from riding this breakout up. And honestly, looking back in hindsight, I wouldn't have done anything different. We had a monthly inside bar bull break and a monthly bull flag after the all-time high. We have considerable dollar weakness, and I am fine with my entry and stop out. We're now going to be watching the monthly EMA 12 support. And the question now is, why is gold dropping with the dollar so weak? And let's see if Bitcoin stays at all-time highs and we start to see the talking heads spin that narrative. Are investors leaving metals and moving to Bitcoin as a hedge against the dollar? That's all you're going to hear about if metals weakness continues, dollar weakness continues, and crypto strength continues. If those 3 things happen, that's going to be the new narrative. So we'll see if that continues to follow through. Silver is not close to breaking monthly support, not by a long shot. We've got about 9% to go before we would break that level. And technically speaking, we're still in a weekly uptrend. We had our low, high of the weekly bounce, higher low, higher high with no follow through, but anything above 22.59 is just another weekly higher low. So a very different shape of gold and silver at the moment. We'll see if it's going to matter bigger picture or if silver's just delaying rolling over to that 21.66 low of consolidation. Miners daily bear flag confirmed, closed at the low of the day. Daily RSI approaching oversold. And the bears have had significant control of the miners. And again, you can look back and say, were these miners a little bit of a canary in the coal mine, giving a heads up about impending gold weakness? Maybe. It was definitely weaker and hitting lower lows first. The miners last Wednesday broke their low of consolidation. Gold broke it today. So essentially a 3-day heads up. Oil. That's wrong. Trying to get the January 2021 futures contract. CLF 2021. I entered the wrong year. So 43.33 is a double top with the high of today, but it doesn't mean anything unless we lose the 4-hour uptrend. So I would need a break of 42.54 to fail a 4-hour bull flag to then say, okay, that's a meaningful double top. And then the most important support for me is 40.33. So double top at the moment, but still a 4-hour uptrend at the moment as well. Natural gas, daily bear flag confirming with zero follow through and now bouncing. We've seen it before on the 4-hour time frame multiple times. Bear flag confirming straight into a bounce. And it happened one other time as well. Bear flag confirming straight into a bounce. Now let's see if the daily is going to do it. Bear flag confirming straight into a bounce. It's all about 270 resistance in the short term. The bulls are trying to hold weekly EMA 12 support. And just one other note, what marked the low of the day on QQQ? A 5-minute confirmed bear flag with 0 follow through. Weak bounce, lower low, low of the day set. So watch those bear flags and bull flags that confirm with 0 follow through to mark temporary tops and bottoms. So let's talk about the electric vehicle sector because it is in hype FOMO mode. We know Tesla's the big daddy. New blue sky all-time high today, keeping that momentum going. NIO has been running, new blue sky breakout. LI has been running. There's a handful of names. Pretty much any name that's in massive breakout mode, it's probably an electric vehicle name. So a couple things I want to say about this sector. Number one, we know how these environments end. They see massive euphoria, they see massive FOMO, and then they reach a climax top and they pull back hard. We just saw it happen with a 20% drop in one day on NIO. Or no, that was LI, but pretty much NIO did the same thing. So that was a temporary top, and we dropped 20% really quickly. But my point is, that is how our tops are hit. And it's happened in crypto, it happened in MJ, and it's happened in a lot of blue sky hype sectors, the 3D printing sector. So recognize and learn how these psychological sectors play out. I should say how these psychological environments play out, because they generally top out the same. And I can say with confidence that the tops will all be hit on the same day, sector-wide, when it happens. We'll pull back very quickly, just like we did. We have a perfect example, and all we got to do is look back at November 13th. That's going to happen again soon to mark the top. It could be in, 3 more days of follow-through. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know how it's going to happen. So with myself personally and a lot of traders in the chart guys, we had a big day November 13th going bearish, the electric vehicle sector. And again, I'm talking all short term. If you're talking investment looking 10 years out, then you're not in this conversation and you don't care what these charts look like. We're talking short-term opportunity to capitalize on volatility. And I've been trading the electric vehicle sector all 2020 in both directions because of this volatility. And I've said it before, if a name's giving us a 10% range and I need 1 to 2% for a day maker, I have countless opportunities. Whereas if I'm looking at tickers that are trading 1 or 2% in the day and I need 1%, my opportunity is way smaller. So there's great opportunity in both directions. We have our back burner trades, first 5-minute oversold conditions when looking for an hourly high or low, first hourly oversold conditions when looking for a daily high or low. Those are some really nice high probability trades to be watching for. And just watching to see a temporary top hit, play the bounces, short the extreme moves, and doing so very carefully if trying to short blue sky breakout. Definitely need experience and don't want to just get stuck holding a bag trying to short this sector. If you're new, I would definitely say just stick to buying some of those bounces as opposed to trying to time the top. The bottom line of what I want to say is, after all that, you'll see people talking about once in a lifetime opportunity. And I've been trading for 10 years, and in just the last 4 years, 3 years, and then we'll go, I don't know. There's been a lot of once in a lifetime opportunities. It's been the cryptocurrency sector twice in the last 3 years. Canadian MJ, US MJ, 3D printing stocks. Look at DDD. And you think, what in the world are you talking about hype? Go to the monthly time frame and look back to 2014. Look at that massive move of 800%, and then you get back 90%. Now, we're not going to be looking for a 90% pullback, but, well, maybe we are. I mean, that's how crypto topped out and pulled back 85%. Canadian MJ, thousands of percent up, 85% pullback. 3D printing did it. Who's to say? Maybe the electric vehicle space could do it as well. Fundamentalists will argue there's a lot more opportunity, the numbers and the market cap and the growth projection and all that. And that may be the case, but for me as a trader, fundamental is always secondary to emotional psychology, and market makers know how to make the most of their money. If I'm an individual trading for 10 years and I see this happening over and over and over again, there are people that are trading hundreds of millions of dollars that know this game, and they play it on the way up and they play it on the way down. Maximum FOMO and euphoria, maximum fear and despair, and it's just a cycle that keeps on going. So in the end of that rant, my point is, don't feel like if you miss an opportunity, it's game over. because these opportunities keep coming. And in 5 years, we're going to be trading the new technology. Think about the rate of change of technology that humans are producing. Think about the amount of capital that's flying around the world in this globalized economy. And unless we see some kind of complete market collapse, some complete dollar collapse, the Great Depression, always a possibility. But if that doesn't happen, we will continue to see hype, euphoria, blue sky breakouts, new technology. We'll have electricity that doesn't need wires out of thin air. At some point, that'll be the new sector that's exploding to the upside. So if you are learning from your mistakes and you are learning this game, you can just view it and say, oh, I missed this entire electric vehicle run. I'm an idiot. I'm never going to have another chance. Or you can apply every single lesson that you just learned to the next one. I applied all of my lessons I learned in hype US marijuana penny stocks in 2010 to 2014, and that allowed me to significantly capitalize and keep my profit in crypto, hype euphoria, MJ hype euphoria, and electric vehicle hype euphoria. Definitely not, making the most of this current move in 2020, but that was intentional, as I'm definitely a more conservative trader, and I would much rather close out positions during the day. Give me my money. See you tomorrow. Hope you had a good Monday. Do good things. We'll end it here with Chapter 2 of our 11-year-ago road trip to Yellowstone.
Boys, what are we doing right now? We're trekking. We won't see any of that for 7 days. It's a week. Pretty pumped. Won't see many of these people either. I don't. We'll see plenty of that. Plenty of that running water. Plenty of those guys. Come out. Damn. Got stuff hanging from the bears.
Got my nice easy access.
Mountain up. We're all mountain up. Dan, those are the craziest shorts. I just need to get like the shimmeriness. Look at that. Dan is hiking in those guys today. That's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
Alright, I say we don't go up that to the trail. I say we just go this way and then meet the trail.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah, got our iodine water. Look at that color. Look at the. Just let's get the color of this water. Oh, great. Quality water.
I feel like my day 2 pack is
Much better than day 1
much
pack.
better than day 1. I
mean, you live in.
I abandoned the double shotgun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Let's check it out now. You went with the stack.
I
The
went
stack.
with the stack.
As with mine. Don't know if you can see it, but we went with the strategic stack. Standard camper procedure.
I got this on my
Fanny pack.
yeah, little fanny pack, a lot better, not hanging off the back.
Easy access. Easy
Extra
access.
weight,
You
yeah.
got a nice little knife there.
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling very good about the pack.
Look at those antlers.